Hey there, thanks for tuning in. This is the Tammy Tine Design YouTube channel. I'm Tammy, and today I'm breaking down another collection kit. In my last video, I broke down a Little Dreamer Girl from Echo Park, and today I'm going to break down the boy collection of Little Dreamer. This is an ongoing series. This is video number 5. I will have all of the videos in the series as well as the playlist linked in the description box below. If you need a refresher as to why I'm breaking down collections or why I'm putting papers into specific piles, the other videos go into more detail. This collection has a little boy theme: cars and trucks and airplanes. This collection should be similar to the girl collection in that there will be a lot of cut apart sheets that aren't going to work for me, as well as boy theme papers that I don't want to use. But I suspect that there are B-side gems in here that will make fun page kits. So let's jump right in. My goal in breaking down this collection is to find papers that I could scrapbook with that are not about little boys or kids. I do have two nephews, but they're in their 20s now. I'm not scrapbooking with papers like this for them anymore. I picked this collection up at a convention for a great deal, and I want to use these papers in my everyday scrapbooking. While a lot of the patterns here are geared towards boys, these collections do have papers that don't have to be theme specific. This is a multicolor paper with planes in different colors and clouds on a white background. It's easy to look at this paper and want to go find photos of boys playing with toys. But these planes don't have to apply to little boys. Are you flying soon? Have you picked up or dropped off anyone at the airport recently and have photos to document? Could you add this paper to a travel page kit to document a trip? This could also be a great background paper. I'm trying to get myself to think outside the box more when it comes to these collections. Let me slide these papers over so we can go through all the papers and then we'll look at the B side. On the back is a star print on a navy blue background. I love this pattern. I could use this on all kinds of layouts. I love the darker background. A lot of collections use navy now instead of black, so I don't think it would be hard to mix this paper into other collections. Stars are a universal motif that can go on any type of layout. And this could go in a B-sides rainbow for sure if you don't want to use the airplanes on the front. So, lots of options already for this first paper. I'm guessing it should be pretty easy to work this paper into a page kit. The next paper is the 3x4 cut apart sheet. Most of these cards are theme oriented, but there's a cute alphabet in the corner. With Wild and Free, you might be able to fussy cut the lion, but for the most part, these are for little boys. Explore, Play, and Learn has a cute train you could trim off and use. You could try to alter some of the cards with stickers. More than likely, I won't use any of these cards. On the B side is a car paper that says Vroom repeatedly. It's a bit juvenile, but it would still make a cute page if you have teenagers getting their driver's license or the family getting a new car. I have scrapbooked many of my cars through the years. I could hold on to this until we buy our next car. That's always an option. The paper right next to it has more vehicles, cars and dump trucks, fire trucks, a flatbed van, very boy oriented. But on the back side is a nice polka dot paper with orange background. I don't see this kind of brighter orange color all the time, so this could be a great paper for the B-sides rainbow. Polka dots can be added to any kind of page kit. This paper has the same text print style with motifs that we've seen in the collection already. This one is also very boy themed, but perfect for backgrounds or matting photos. On the B side is another print with white stars on a navy background. It is similar to that first paper, but I'll just show you that the size and scale of the print is different. This current paper has tiny little stars. The first paper had much bigger size stars. Different options depending on what you might need for a layout. I don't mind having similar papers like that, especially with a star motif, because stars go with everything. Here's the 4x4 cut apart sheet. Most of these cards are a little boy themed. Maybe you could cover up some of the words with stickers or other embellishments to alter them. Like little man, maybe you could put a different title on a sticker to cover up the word little. You are amazing could go on a card. I usually dismiss the cut aparts, but if you want to think outside the box, you could definitely come up with ways to use these more. But it looks like the B side is better. This is a fun all over multicolor star print on a white background. I love this print. I did a layout recently about a concert we went to, and I used a star background like this from a boy collection. Stars are generic and go with everything. This would be a great kid starter. The stars all come in the different colors from the collection. And because this is on a white background, it should be easy to find other tone on tone and single color print papers to contrast. I should be able to make a fun kit with it. The next paper is a fun map print with a road and all the vehicles. Another kid starter if you are scrapbooking boys. I probably wouldn't use this side. On the back is a wonky lined grid paper with a red background. This could go into a B-sides rainbow for sure. The grid is not theme specific, so could go on sports layouts or holiday layouts, summer layouts. So even though one side of this paper is very theme specific, the B side is very versatile and can go into many other kinds of page kits. Here we have a helicopter paper with stars and clouds. This one brings in many of the patterns from the entire collection. I don't really see a need for me to keep this paper. I don't have any helicopter memories to scrapbook. This would probably make a super cute card though. It could also be a good background depending on what you're scrapbooking. It would be a good kit starter because it has all of the different colors from the collection. On the backside is a gingham print, and the scale is rather large. This is a tone on tone paper, so you could use this in a B side rainbow. This paper would also be a good add to a kit. You could layer with it, use it for backgrounds or matte photos. We've got the 4x6 cut apart sheet here. These are the biggest cut aparts that work great for titles and go in pocket pages. On the backside is sailboats, and the sail is printed with more of the patterns from the collection. For me personally, I probably don't have a need for either side of this paper. I do like this a Let's Go Adventure Awaits card. That could go on a travel page for sure. But looking at the other cards, I'm just not sure I would use any of them without a lot of alteration. Flipping it over, the sailboats are not something I need either. If you go to the lake every summer and have a boat, it would be the perfect paper to have. But for me, I'll probably add this to my Echo Park file. You never know when a photo op comes around where you may need it. Here's a nice plaid print that reads more like a grid because all of the lines are the same width and are evenly spaced. This one would be a good kit starter because it has all of the colors from throughout the collection. On the back is another red background paper with a tiny star print. This is a tone on tone paper that would be great for a B side if you didn't want to use the plaid side. Stars go with anything, like I've said many times already, so this could be added to any kind of page kit. I'm already starting to see with this kit all of the red, white, and blue opportunities. This is a cute text print with speech bubbles, all of the phrases we've seen in this collection. This is a good fussy cut sheet if you do have boys. Some of these phrases don't have to be for boys, like the adventure awaits could go on travel pages. You are amazing is pretty universal too. On the back is a nice skinny stripe in yellow and white. I like having these kinds of stripes in my page kit. This would be a good B-sides rainbow paper too. Next is another cut apart sheet. This one has all different sizes. There's a cute train print on the bottom for a border strip. There are motifs here that could be fussy cut if you wanted, but I'm probably not going to use any of these. On the back is a fun stripe. I love this one. Some of the stripes are skinny, some are much wider. This is a good kid starter because you could pull in any of these colors with the tone on tone prints. Stripes like these are great to cover up seams where two pattern papers meet. A lot of scrapbook generation sketches have stripe papers, so I'm always looking for stripes like this. Here's another star print. This one has multicolor stars on a white background. This could be a kid starter because of all of the colors. This would also be a good paper to use as a background or to mat photos. There's lots of white space in this print. On the B side is a small gingham check print with two tones of green. So, a really nice, usable tone on tone print. This is a really pretty color that might be great to add to a B-sides rainbow. Here's the sticker sheet. So we are at the end of this collection. I'm going to move this to the side and I'll put that sticker sheet with any papers that end up going in my Echo Park file. Now that I have a feel for the collection, let's break it down. If you need a refresher on why I sort these papers into particular piles, the first video in this series has more information. I'm not going to use the airplanes, and on the back is a white star print on a navy background. I think this paper would be great in a kit or the B-sides rainbow. For now, I'll add it to my kit pile. I'm not going to use the cut aparts. On the back is this card print. I'm not sure I have a need for either side. I'm thinking I may have some nephew photos when they got their driver's licenses, but for now, I'm just going to put this in the Echo Park pile. If I find photos, I can put a kit together later. Here's another card print, and on the back is the orange polka dots. I know I have no use for the cars, but this is a good B-sides paper, so I'll put it here for now. This is the text print with all of the phrases and the words that we've seen in this collection. On the back is the other star pattern with the blue background. Since I already have one in the kit pile, I'm going to put this one in the B-sides pile. And Harley wants to say hi. And it looks like she wants to just settle right in the middle of the camera shot. I'll move her and see if she'll stay on the edge of my desk. Here's the 4x4 cut apart sheet. I'm not going to use this, but on the back is this fun star pattern. I love this one. I know I'll use this, so this will go in the kit pile. Here's the cool road print with all of the vehicles. Again, not a print I will use. On the back is the nice grid with the wonky lines. This could go in a kit or in a B-sides rainbow. I'll just put it in my B-sides for now. Next is the helicopter pattern. I don't have a use for this side. On the back is the large tone on tone gingham print. This is a B-sides paper for sure if I don't end up needing it for a kit. This is the 4x6 cut apart sheet. I don't need any of these. On the back is that sailboat print. I don't know what I would do with either side, so I'm probably just going to put this one in the Echo Park pile. Here's a fun grid-like print. On the back is a star print with a red background. I do like both sides. So far in my kits, I only have stars and I really don't want to add another one. So I'm just going to put this red side in my B sides. This is a fun speech bubble paper with more words and phrases. I'm not going to need this paper, but on the back is that nice yellow skinny stripe. This could definitely go in a kit. But I actually think the paper underneath this one is the other stripes. Yeah, this is the cut apart sheet with the different size blocks, but on the B side is that multicolor stripe. I think I want this one to go in the kit pile. I might even add this with the star print. However, I'm not crazy about the fact that they both have white backgrounds, so I'm not seeing as much contrast here as I like. This straight paper does have some thicker lines, so there is more color here. I'm okay with these papers, but I'd probably like it better if I had something contrasting to put in between them. So if I add in the stars, yes, having the contrast in between looks better to me. Both the star and the stripe are multicolor papers, and both really could be kid starters on their own. This other yellow stripe, I'm going to go ahead and put this in my B-sides. I already know I'd rather use the smaller grain gingham print, so this is going to go in the B-sides too. So let's see what else we can add to the kit papers. I like how this red grid looks with these other papers. Lots of red, white, and blue here. Actually, I'm liking the idea more now of splitting the stars and the stripes into two different kits. I like this red grid paper with the stars. This gives me contrast with the white stars and the grid on the red background. The motifs on the paper are different sizes, and the size and scale is different. What about adding in the yellow stripes? Would these look nice together? I do like this. If I wanted to add in more colors, I would probably add in that other blue star paper. I think that would look good with these. But for now, I think this is a good start. I can always add in more papers when I have photos that coordinate. Let's look at these other papers. What could I add in? Would the green gingham work? No, I don't like the gingham with the stripes. It looks good with the blue stars, but not the stripes. What about the orange dots? No, the same issue here. The orange is not a color in that stripe paper. The lighter blue is there, but I don't think I want to put this other gingham with it. So that leaves the red stars. And actually, I do like that. With this kit, it's feeling very 4th of July, summer, nautical, red, white, and blue, but it's not overtly holiday, which I like. It could document 4th of July activities just as well as any of the holiday themed papers. There are two star papers here. They both have the same motif. But stars in the blue paper are bigger and more spread out, so you see a lot of the blue background. But in the red paper, the stars are much smaller, so the size and scale is different. These two colors highly contrast against each other, so I'm good with this. I think the stripe would look good in between these two papers. And once I have the photos, I can go into my stash and try to find maybe a yellow paper with florals or hexagons. For sure, something different than stripes and the stars that I already have. So now I'll have two kits from this collection. For this other kit, I've got the yellow stripes, the red grid, and the multicolor stars. The size and scale for each is different. The yellow stripes are thicker lines than the grid on the red paper. The yellow stripe has a white background, as does the star paper. So, next to each other, I'm not getting the contrast that I usually like to see, but I can put the red in between them and later find some other tone on tone papers with different patterns to add in for more contrast. From this collection, there are a bunch of papers for my B-side rainbow. I use those B-side papers all the time, so I'm happy to add in more. And then I have two papers to add to the sticker sheet with my Echo Park file. Here's the sticker sheet before I forget. And that's another collection broken down. I hope there was something helpful here in talking through how it's possible to break up these collections and take the theme out of it if you need to. My plan is to have more collection breakdown videos all through the summer. So if you like these videos, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss them. I'll be back soon with another scrapbook process video. See you next time.